No, man.
Edificio 168, área 213. Super.
Alright, this is Ball Chef Michael for my episode 2, episode 4 of We Ball Chefs. Today I'm going to be making you some salmon cakes. What I use is canned salmon. I know people are going to make fun or laugh at that, but it was on sale, so that's what I'm making. Fill it with, I'm going to have some onions, some carrots, some fresh basil, chipotle, pepper, and a couple cloves of garlic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat that up in a cast iron skillet. Now, use a skillet because we're going to be putting this in the oven later, so it's actually, or use anything that you can use on a stove and an oven. So, what I need to get is some butter. I usually don't use butter, but today is an exception. And you can use olive oil, it's just as good. But today I'm going to use a little butter, make it a little richer than normal.
So like maybe a tablespoon or so?
Yeah, a tablespoon, depending how much butter you like. And also depending on how much you're going to be sauteing also. So basically here, I got maybe a quarter of an onion. You know, give or take. And you like onions, use more onions. You don't like onions, don't use any.
So about a quarter cup of onions.
Yeah.
And these recipes we posted on the We Bald Chef's website, correct?
It is. All of them are going to be posted.
Right on, Bald Chef Michael.
So I'm going to get this nice and hot first. And get the carrots in there too. I got maybe one medium to small carrot. And finally chop it all, you know. Because like I said, you're going to be making this into crab cakes, so you want them small enough that, you know. Cut up some garlic while that's heating up. Yeah, so basically this is the thing. You want to make everything finely chopped. You want everything to, again, fit into a cake. So what we're going to do now, get this all chopped up. Now I already chopped up my fresh basil. Put that in there right now.
Bam.
Now the chipotle, I do not know how it's going to work, to tell you the truth. But I had some in the refrigerator, and what the hell.
Why not?
Throw it in, see what happens. And
get a little kick in there.
Put a little kick, a little extra flavor. Don't know how it's going to come out, but that's the whole point of this show, right?
That's right.
See what happens. So what we're going to do, I'm going to saute this up for a couple minutes. Alright, we are back. Let me just show you this. This is what it's going to look like, all nice and sauteed. You got your onions, you got your carrots in there, you got some fresh basil, some garlic, and the chipotle. It's smelling really good.
Really good.
So when it's nice and soft, what you want to do is take this, you just want to put it to the side. Now, I've had the salmon chilling in the fridge for about an hour now. And I had some parsley on there, some oregano, some Cajun seasoning, a little bit of sage. And we're going to be adding, when this cools off a little bit, the saute onions and carrots, we're going to be adding that together. And we're also going to be breading it. So breading is very, very simple. It's just like the chicken from my last episode, but we're going to try to use as little as possible breading inside the salmon and coating it.
Okay.
So basically, let's see. Now this is going to be your egg wash for coating the salmon. You're going to take an egg, you're just going to throw a little bit of water in there, not much.
Just splash or two.
You know, maybe a quarter cup at most. You know, it's basically you're just diluting the egg. And just going to make this look very professional in this chip bowl.
It adds to the flavor.
It does add to the flavor, some little ceramic chips.
There's been a lot of great food served in that bowl.
So here you go, this is your salmon. Like I said, I got a bunch of seasonings in there. What I used to do, seriously, people might make fun of me, but smell the seasoning, you know. If it smells too much like fish or salmon, I got a little bit more, but that's a good mixture. So I'm going to put a little Worcestershire sauce in here, because Worcestershire sauce, for some reason, I like the way it tastes in that.
Tastes good.
So we do that. I'm going to put a little bit of breadcrumbs in here. Just put a little bit at first. Because you want to keep it down. If you have to add more. And then I used to put one egg in here, but I'm just going to try something different. Just put the egg whites in there.
Okay.
And you know, if you don't know how to do that, you just try to crack the egg and keep the yolk in there. There you go. And the thing about this thing then, you have to get in there and get it all messy.
Yeah, knead it up.
Knead it up. But this time I'm going to throw the sauté in.
The mixture.
Exactly, onions and carrots. So you want to get a little thick, so you want to see, because you want to make it into cakes. So you kind of do a little squeeze test. This is looking pretty good.
Almost like making hamburger patties.
Almost, as I throw some in the egg wash there.
A little bit healthier, probably.
A little bit. I think this is probably a little bit healthier than beef, but love me a good burger though.
Indeed, Ball Chef Mike.
See that? See, that's looking good. So what we're going to do now is heat up. We'll put a medium for right now.
Medium to medium high.
Again, let's do some more butter. Okay, so now, while that's cooking and that's melting, we're going to take about, I don't know, however big you want them. I like to do, you know, say meatball size, and then squish it down to a patty. But you got to be delicate. Now, if it's breaking up too easily, and you can't stick it into a firm, like a mold, put a little more breadcrumbs in. Because the more breadcrumbs you use, the more it'll be able to make a fine adhesive, keeps everything together. But I like to try to use as little as possible to take away from the flavor of the salmon. So anyway, put that in there, and you drop in your egg wash. Gently cover it up. Then put it into your breadcrumbs. Just coat it.
It's like a factory line.
And there you go. You got your butter here. There you go. Round it up. You know. Again, you can make them big or small as you like. But they put in some butter. I put a little olive oil in there to get them a little browner. I'm going to flip them for the first time.
Ooh, look at that.
It's a little too long, but yeah. Again. There you go. Get them nice and crisp on each side. Just be careful. This is the delicate part, because this is where they can break up very easily. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to brown the other side. 10 minutes, whatever you like, depending on how brown you like it. But once that happens, I'm going to take the whole oven, I'm going to throw it in the oven, like so, people. It can't work like this. All right, we're back. Anyway, so we're going to make a sauce for the salmon cakes. Calls for some mayonnaise, a cup of mayonnaise. We do have a cup of mayonnaise. I use about maybe a quarter cup or a half a cup, almost there. But it's real simple. Gonna take some chili, sriracha, some chili garlic sauce. Just throw some of that in there. About that much. Also, I'll put a little Cajun spice in there, a little paprika, and a little parsley. Okay, just take that. Just stir it all up. You have a nice little sauce, or a nice little dipping thing. Put it in the oven, heat it up, and they are done. God damn, that's hot.
Ouch. Yeah,
But there you go.
Please use a hot glove at home.
Yes, don't be like us. So, let's see. There you go.
And use a spatula at home, viewers.
Yeah, use something better than we have. Don't break them all up. But, yeah, they're brown on both sides, well, mostly. And, like I said, you just put them in the oven to heat them up in the middle. And, there you go. You can take your sauce, you can just put some on each one if you want, but it's a little hot right now and it's mayonnaise, so it might get all
runny,
but
that's
you know
alright.
There you go. You can put it into the side of one of these things. I mean, you can do anything you want. There you go.
That way you just dip them right in there.
There. Perfect. So I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy it right now. Hopefully I'll get Kenny to have one because he's a vegetarian, but you know, if he's not going to have a salmon cake, you know, if you're going to break your vegetarianism, this is it right now. So until next time, we don't know what we're going to cook, but we'll see you then.
No, man.
Seis 9168, área 213, Super 365. Here's right where we were.